Hey, happy hump day everyone. This is my nightmare diary of an Uber driver. My name is Ben. So just so you know, Uber itself is the personal driving service that you download the application, it locates you, and you will have a ride within minutes to take you wherever you need to go. The payment is all done through the app, except for tips, that does have to be cash. Um, I do this full-time. It is my full-time job, but I work part-time hours. You can choose to do it for however long you want, whenever you want, wherever you want. So I usually work about 20 to 25 hours a week, and I usually end up making about 20 to 30 an hour. It's pretty good income, especially doing part-time. I've had a lot of interesting things happen within the past few months. I've been working for Uber for about 5 months now. You would think that only drunk people use this, getting picked up from bars and stuff, and it's not. There's actually a lot of people who use it to go to work, to go to just regular parties, to go to business meetings, everything. So just a few of the things that I've been through. I've just recently I had these three women that I picked up from this bar in Scottsdale, and I was taking them home, and we stopped by a Jack in the Box. Well, at the Jack in the Box, they were being very aggressive towards, very sexually aggressive towards the cashier. He was ignoring them, not taking anything to it. He knew they were drunk. They were so sloppy and slurring words, and even when I was trying to communicate with them, it was very hard. Luckily, the address was in the application. If you use Uber, please put the address in the application. Do not explain where you're going. It just makes it harder. And I'm trying to drive. So they were getting very sexually aggressive with the cashier, and they eventually got tacos and burgers and fries and a chocolate overload cake. One of them had paid like $10 when she only got a couple tacos. Like, I didn't want to say anything, didn't want to make any more of a hassle than it already was. So we ended up leaving, and on the way they realized that the cashier didn't give them the fries. So we stopped at another Jack in the Box that was literally not even 5 minutes from their house. And the whole ride itself was about a 25-minute ride. So I don't know why we didn't stop at that one instead of eating in my car, but you know, I'll accommodate. That's fine. And so we stop at the second one. She gets her fries, and within the 5 minutes it took to get home, they had smashed the fries, the chocolate overload cake, the tacos, and the taco sauce all into my seats and on my floors, like just smashing them into my floors. Of course, not on purpose, but they're drunk, so it wasn't that great of a situation. I didn't even realize that they had done all that until they had already gotten out of my car. Oh, and one of the women actually spilled her entire purse all over my seat. So there was lipstick and a mirror and just all kinds of stuff just left all over my seat. And she grabbed it all up, and she picked it all up, and she was headed out. But of course, there's dirt and hair and God knows what else. It got into the taco sauce on my seat and just made it a little worse. So I finally realized I was a little upset. I couldn't Uber the rest of the night because my car was completely filthy. So I requested a cleaning fee. I did get approved for it because you have to take pictures and show proof of what happened, and that, well, wasn't that great of a picture. So that was just one of the experiences. Another drunken experience that I've had, and again, not all of them are drunken, but most of them. So I had a guy who got in my car. As soon as he got into my car, he laid down in the back seat and passed out. Luckily, I had his address, so I just was able to drive to his house. So I drove there, and I was trying to wake him up by first just saying his name, because his name was on the app, so just trying to say his name. And he wasn't waking up. I just kind of patted him on the shoulder, kind of moved him a little bit to see, like, is he going to wake up, like, what's going on? He's not even snoring, but he's not, like, there's no sound, no nothing. And I saw that he had a wedding ring on, so I went to the door, and I was ringing the doorbell. I waited a few minutes. I started knocking. There was dogs barking, but nobody was coming out. So I went back to my car, and he was still just passed out. I went to the other side of my car, opened the back door, and pushed him up. Like, was trying to get him sitting up in the seat because he was laying down. So I finally got him to sit up, and at that point he woke up, and still not even realizing what was going on, I kept trying to tell him, like, sir, you're home, let's go, you're home, you're home. And I got to the other side of the car, I helped him out of the car, he pulled out his wallet, gave me a $20 tip, kissed me on the cheek, and then walked inside. So that did kind of make up for, you know, the little ordeal that happened. I get offered $20 tips all the time. It's pretty great, and you don't expect tips as an Uber driver because you're getting paid for taking them anyway. But tips are always nice. So some of the not drunken things that I've had gay guys offer $20 tips for a kiss, and it's kind of funny because if everyone knew this, they offer it the exact same way. So they're usually in the passenger seat. They won't get in the back. I don't know. A lot of people get in the back, but for whatever reason, these couple gay guys that I've had that have offered to kiss me have gotten in the passenger seat. So they'll hold up the 20 like this, and look at me, and then say, "Can I have a kiss?" And I'm like, "No, sir. That's not professional." And then they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, here's the 20 anyway." And then they get out of the car. Now, I've only had that a few times. Literally, like, I've only had that 3 times. So it's not a lot, but it's just funny to think that they think that that type of thing is okay on an Uber ride. Even if it is personalized and it's not this big corporation like Discount Cab or anything like that, it's still professional. So yeah, those are just a couple of the things that I've had, and there's plenty more, and I'll be happy to share them with you. I do look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Any comments that you have, anything to help. If you guys have had any experiences, just let me know. And have a great day. See you soon.